What's up, people? Welcome back to Invest with T Claus. My name is Tevi, and this channel is dedicated to my investment journey, along with coverage on crypto, Tesla, Nio, Virgin Galactic, and ChargePoint. Come for the information and stay for the perspective. So let's start today with a quick announcement. I'm taking the month of August off as I will be on vacation with my family. There will be no new YouTube video for the entire month of August, okay? Now, with that said, if you want to help out the channel, you can absolutely go back and watch some of the earlier content. I would greatly appreciate it for the extra view time. So now let's talk about Nio. The stock is up 39.96% this week alone, bringing the year-to-date gains to over 50%, which is massive. But what is impressive here is that most of those gains took place in just the last 3 weeks, with a massive acceleration this week alone, okay? And so in today's video, I'll get you up to speed on what's behind the move, then take a look at the technicals to give you a sense of where we could go next near term, and I'll close with where I now stand on selling, holding, or buying. As always, this isn't to be taken as financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is my personal approach to investing and a thought process behind it. I'd recommend watching all the way through so that you don't miss out on any pertinent information I'll be sharing. Drop this video an early like if you haven't already, and smash that subscribe button. Those are 2 easy ways to show your support to the channel and help it grow if you appreciate the content. All right, let's get into it. So, what's driving the price of Nio up? There are a few reasons. Let's start with the fact that this was another very positive week in the market overall. At the macro level, we received more inflation data with the core PCE, which is the Fed preferred measure of evaluating the trajectory of inflation. That came in at 4.1%, which was lower than the expected 4.2%. This not only matters because inflation is cooling a bit faster than anticipated, but also supports the view that the Fed may not need to go higher and could coast here until it's time to cut rates come early next year. That would be conducive to the market moving even higher from here, and we all know that a rising tide raises all boats. So reason number 1 is a positive macro backdrop. The second reason is driven by speculation. Earlier this week, Volkswagen and XPeng, one of Nio's competitors, signed a partnership agreement. This would allow Volkswagen to utilize the XPeng platform to build next-gen EVs in China, right? The benefit to XPeng, obviously, is the increased scale that comes with VW leveraging their technology. And for Volkswagen, they get better battery technology and software for their cars. Now, XPeng, Li Auto, and Nio are often referred to as the Chinese EV trio. These 3 stocks tend to move in tandem when positive or negative news drops. But beyond that, this partnership reignited the speculation that Nio could be partnering with Mercedes-Benz and license their battery swapping technology to them, right? So that's why people are excited about this. There's nothing official, and I have to say this, there's nothing official other than a picture that was circulating some time ago showing the senior leadership at Mercedes-Benz and Nio having a business dinner. Now, whether this materializes or not is to be seen, but it is for now keeping the hope alive. So reason number 2 is the stock is rising by association with the XPeng news. Now, the third reason is more specific to Nio. Morgan Stanley analyst Team Sayo raised his price target to $18.70 with a buy rating, making it the highest currently that we have for the stock over the next 12 months. In his notes to investors, he wrote, and I quote, "The lackluster first half of 2023 is now behind us, and we are starting to see an inflection point of meaningful operational improvement and potential re-rating opportunities backed by volume upturn, policy tailwinds, autonomous driving, and technology monetization." End of quote. The main reason being that Nio has now fully converted its lineup from the outdated NT1 platform to the new and improved NT2 platform. We saw a significant improvement in the delivery numbers in June, and that momentum is set to continue for the second half of the year. The policy tailwind and autonomous driving tech monetization speaks to the announcement that the Chinese government will be providing additional support to stimulate growth in transportation and clean energy. So reason number 3 is more signs pointing to improving expected performance in the second half of the year. Last, but certainly not least, is the excitement around Nio taking another major step in its European expansion endeavors. Nio announced on Friday that it was opening the first Nio hub in the Netherlands. What is a Nio hub and what will be on display or on sale? We have no details yet, but Nio is growing its footprint and reach, which is a positive for growth. So clearly, there was no shortage of bullish news, all going to support that the second half of the year could indeed see the Nio stock outperform. Taking a look at the chart, I do have to caution that the stock is way overbought at this point after such a strong move up in such a short amount of time. So RSI is currently sitting at 83.06. Remember that anything above 70 puts the stock in overbought territory. Technical traders will tend to take profit once the stock goes into the overbought territory. So even though the stock could ride this bullish wave a bit higher, it's very likely that we'll see it pull back some before stabilizing near term. That said, we clearly have a trend reversal underway with a series of higher highs and higher lows. Most importantly, you can see that the 50-day moving average trend line is heading towards crossing over the 200-day trend line. This would mark a golden cross, which is a very, very positive news. So zooming in, you can see it more clearly, right? A golden cross would solidify and confirm the trend reversal. This is exactly what we want to see directionally. So what does that mean for me as far as buying, holding, or selling? Let's take a quick walk down memory lane for just a moment here. The last time I covered Nio, this was about 3 weeks ago. I told you that the risk reward was tilted in favor of the stock starting a steady climb, and I also said this. This then brings us to how I'm personally thinking about Nio. I'm not sure that these sub $10 prices will stick past this quarter, and therefore for me, it's time to start buying again. My average sits at $14.23, and it's a good time to help drive this number a bit lower, in my opinion. And so I obviously took my own advice, right? I rebalanced my portfolio, sold some Tesla shares to help buy an additional 500 shares of Nio, all between $9 and $10.80. This brought my total position to 2,000 shares and lowered my cost basis to $13.32. This means that I am officially back in the green on Nio, and that feels fantastic. So pretty happy about that. So as far as I'm concerned, Nio has just started to climb, so it's too early to sell, even if it will more than likely retrace a bit near term because, again, the overbought situation here. Of course, I fully expect more upside from here. When I sold Tesla a couple of weeks ago, I told you that I expected Nio to double or potentially triple even. This means a stock price in the range of $20 to $30. So selling now would be premature. And so to answer the question, I'm happy with my position as is, and I will simply hold. I would only consider adding more if we were to drop below my current cost basis. The last thing I will say is this. Nio dropped as low as $7 during this bear market, right? Despite the 90% drop from its all-time high of $66.99, that was still nearly 6 times greater than its all-time low of $1.19. And so anyone who bought into the fear when we hit that local bottom of $7, well, those people have now doubled their investment at the current price. My lowest buy personally was $8.45. So really perspective matters, okay? Conviction and objectivity are key to seeing through the noise and being able to capitalize when everyone else is losing their mind. That is something that I absolutely keep in mind when making my decisions and planning my next move. But on that note, that is it for me today. If you found value in my content, click the like button and share with others who you think could also benefit from it. For my newcomers, subscribe. It's free. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so that you too can stay in the know. Reminder that I'm taking a break during August. Feel free to follow me here on Twitter, as I will likely continue to tweet any relevant news as I see them, including NFT and crypto related content. Thank you for watching. Stay humble, hustle hard, and I'll see you after my vacation.